Scott, it must have been a brilliant mood in the dressing room on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it was really good. I think we got what we deserved. Thankfully, yeah. So it was a good 3 points, and we move on again to tomorrow now.
Do you think it was important, given the run that you were on, to win the game rather than draw it? Because obviously, picking up a point might have been positive after three defeats, but given that you were 2-0 up, it was massive to get the win, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think with the run, as you said, the run we were on, I think it was quite a harsh run. If you look at the games that we played, I don't think there was many games in there where we didn't deserve to get something from them. So, yeah, obviously a point would have been okay, but I think the reason we were 2-0 up was because of our intensity, and then we maybe stepped away from that and allowed them back into the game. But I think it showed the character we've got, to bounce back from them equalising for us to go and score the last minute goal.
It seems like you're getting an awful lot of attention from the opposing sides of late. It feels like Blackpool, there was three men stood around you every time you got on the ball. How much has it stifled your game?
Yeah, it frustrates me, man. Something that I've spoke to the gaffer about all the time. He tells me to take it as a compliment, and that's what I hear people keep telling me to take it as a compliment, but try and play with it. It's not very enjoyable, but I've learned to look at it as if two men are on me, then that means that one of my teammates are free. So it's about exploiting that. I think it was his Charlton game, when Lee Bowyer come out after it and said that, Darren Pratley was the best player in the league, blah blah blah, because of what he done. I don't think we dealt with it right then. I think since then, we're playing a lot better as a team. It's not just everything coming through the left side. The right side's quite a dangerous side for us now as well. So I think, yeah, obviously, as I say, I'm learning to take it as a compliment, but I just need to keep playing my game and just concentrate on what I'm doing.
I'm not sure you can take some of those batters to your ankles as compliments, but that's a learning experience, isn't it? A player I think who's probably helped take some of the pressure off you is Matt O'Reilly since he's come in. How massive has he been?
Yeah, I think he's done really well. I think he's got to do really, really well when you look at the midfielders that we've got, that are ready to step in. I think McGlad's getting back fit now as well. I think Glad's a really good player, and I've enjoyed playing with him when he was there. But Matty's stepped in, he stepped up as well. As you say, yeah, he's a player that likes to get on the ball. So hopefully the opposition will start looking at him now, not just me.
Well, that's it. He's chipped in with a few vital ones as well, hasn't he? And that one on Saturday was. We could see from all the pictures the relief on everyone's face. Yeah,
I think I celebrated it as if I scored. I think everybody did. It was just, because obviously the Oxford game, we were on the opposite end of that, and the changing room was dead after that. So I think you've seen the two contrasts. So yeah, he chipped in with an important goal, and thankfully, hopefully, he can score a couple more.
It's hard to believe that there's only 11 games of the season to go. I mean, it's flown by, this one, hasn't it?
Yeah, more so for me, I think, because I didn't have the pre-season and started late and things. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to next season already after getting this one out of the way.
Well, that's it. I mean, we spoke to Luke Williams earlier, and he said there's no chance of you guys, being able to put your feet up in the last few games and, be on the beach, so to speak. It's all going to be used for preparation for next season.
Yeah, I think that's what it's always been about. I think, obviously, again, speaking about myself, I come in very late, didn't get the pre-season. I think there was other players who obviously didn't get the pre-season, and that's the most important part, to get the fitness up, to get the team morale, the shape. It took me a wee bit of time to get up to speed with what the manager wanted me to do, and it's the same for every player, especially in the way we play. It's not just we go in the field and just play. We work very, very hard on it on the training field with the gaffer and Luke. So yeah, I think the next 10, 11 games, whatever is left, we'll be using it to make sure that it's a springboard for next season.
Do you think Dons can be a real contender for next season, not just in terms of sitting a little bit higher up in the table, but potentially looking at those playoff and automatic spots?
Yeah, that was the plan for this season when I come in. Speaking to the gaffer and that. But then you realise that the way we play takes a bit of time for a lot of players to get up to speed. Even since I signed, there's been a lot of change. So yeah, I think next season it's obviously going to be about who can we keep hold of, who can we sign. Recruitment's going to be important. So yeah, obviously I trust the gaffer and look to get that right, and then for us as players, we just need to go and implement what they're working on every day.
So as one of the key things will be to cut out performances like the one we saw against Plymouth earlier this season, a game to forget, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a weird game. I think we didn't have many chances. They didn't have many chances. It was one of those games where it should have just been a goalless draw. Everybody goes up the road, forget about it. But yeah, I think they were in a sticky patch that time. Hadn't won many games. They had their fans obviously. So I don't expect it to be the same sort of game when they come here tomorrow. I expect it to be a tough game. I think they're a good side with some good players. But especially at home, it's about what we do.